So today is a little bit of a amateur build. Um, as you can see, these are the only two handles that I've made that have actually functioned at all. I tried making for this hatchet. It's kind of long for a hatchet, but I'm okay with that personally. You can make it any size or any shape you want. I tried to make it out of two different other kinds of wood and failed miserably. They just simply weren't strong enough. And so before I even got into the nicer, finer details of trying to make it look decent and, trying to make sure I didn't, get splinters in my hand, the heads kept breaking off. Just around the top area there where it goes in. So I went with the next option that I had around. The only other option that I know of that would be possibly strong enough. And it's kind of funny because, well, I mean, it's a 2x4, or, well, that's what's left of a 2x4 at least. Usually 2x4s are made out of pine. This one probably is too. I really have no idea. But, is really the strongest option I knew I had around besides going for steel. And I got nothing to make steel bend, or at least, make it how I need it. So this was my option. And, well, hey, as you'll find out, it worked. So, hey, I mean, it's not your best option. You want like a hickory, or I think maybe an oak. Hickory definitely is one. Oak, I could swear, is one. But I don't have those around. So I used what I had, which was a piece of 2x4. So, let's get into it. Kind of just figuring this out as I go. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. Oh, that was wood. Kind of plasticky, weird wood, but wood nonetheless. I mean, that's wood. Doesn't matter. I'm going to have to clean up this floor after I'm done anyway, so might as well just toss it over that way. So, as we can tell, that hole, that wood, ain't going in there yet. So, we're going to grab the hatchet, and we're going to go to town. I think that angle's better. Remember to be safe with this stuff. This can be dangerous. Also, try not to hit the concrete as much as I do, because that will dull your hatchets. Try to take your time with this. I'm actually exhausting myself a little bit more than I need to, just because I'm trying to get this done a little bit faster for everyone on the web. But I realized that I could just in the wood right here. It doesn't look like it goes. Yeah, it doesn't look like it goes very deep. So luckily, I don't think that's going to be an issue. But I'm going to try to make that probably cut as close in as I can there, which I should be able to do pretty good. At least it looks like. But I just noticed that as I was doing it, and it kind of concerned me. It doesn't look like it goes into the wood, as you can tell from the end. Looks like it kind of stops at a short level. So I think we're okay on that. This might be a science to other people, but At this point, I'm just it's just an art for me, at best.
Always best to check, make sure that you're still doing good. Don't want to screw up, you know, have to redo this kind of stuff. I think we're getting there. That's a little deep. It's hard for me to properly judge how much we need to take off. Gotta take stuff off the other side, actually.
Okay, our side edges seem to be probably okay.
Okay. I'm hoping that circularness of that will help. Yeah, I think yeah, we're really good here. I'm gonna hit this edge just a little bit more. Okay, hopefully.
Let's see. Maybe you can see better from there. Hopefully. Yeah. What I'm gonna do, something it's probably extremely risky to do. I'm gonna hit the bottom of this handle with this sledgehammer, and hopefully it'll go in and not destroy itself. A little bit more. A little bit more would be nice. Not too bad. I don't think that thing's going anywhere. I'm going to nick it a couple more times on the top. That thing is pretty well seated. Now, you're thinking, oh my god, that handle looks like junk. Well, it does. It really does.
almost knocked the camera over there. That's always great. Luckily I didn't. So we're all good. You don't want to strike your instruments against metal or anything hard. I keep doing it. Tiring stuff, that's for sure. I think I'm getting in the ballpark. It just feels looser and looser. I'm going to take more. Okay.
This is what you're not supposed to do. Should point out that I'm keeping it really close to me. I'm not using the handle at a very long distance. So I'm reducing chance. That doesn't mean it couldn't happen though. Okay.
Getting a lot more good leverage, hitting it from above and going down towards the head. Find what works for you, just keep cutting.
Hey, well the video kind of cut out on me. So I just kind of I spent about another minute or so on it and was done for that day. Came out here today, probably spent another, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. And that was between this one and the sledgehammer in question, which actually it turned out pretty good, personally. I mean, it's by no way, you know, means, shape, or anything, you know, perfect. But it's pretty smooth. I mean, you know, there's some rough spots right there, but I'm running my hand across it, and, you know, I ain't getting splinters. I took some 40 grit sandpaper. Well, it's actually a huge piece over here. It kind of broke apart. And then I took a piece of, is this my 120? No, that's the 60 I tried and decided it wasn't worth the time. And some 120. The 40 is, well, as far as sandpaper goes, the smaller the number, the harder the grit, the more it's going to, like, you know, bind into it and try to take stuff off. your lower numbers are your like finishings, or your bigger numbers are your finishing numbers. So I use my 120 as a finishing. I mean, if you really wanted to go into it, there's like thousands, but I didn't really care that much. And you know, obviously there's a little bit of a mess around here. I'll have to clean that up and all. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. I put a thing in the top. I actually put two. You probably can't see the one that's below this, but there's actually two in there. I don't like the fact that it moved over, but as we can tell, or at least I can tell for sure, it doesn't seem to be moving. I mean, I can slam it against something and I'm not getting any wobble. So that's good. So hopefully it'll be good. You know, hopefully that means it's a, you know, good project. You know, and you know, that split's there, but that's been there, and as we found out when we were doing it, it doesn't seem like it's a very deep split, so I'm not that concerned about it. I might throw some kind of you know, some kind of glaze or something on it just to kind of help it out. But yeah, it's a done handle, you know, as far as that's concerned, as far as I'm concerned. And that's a 6-pound, you know, hammer that come the spring summer hopefully I'll be using. So that's definitely money saved, at least. I mean, literally 2x4, had the lights on in the garage, had the radio on for part of it, and some sandpaper. Already had the 2x4, already had a whole thing of sandpaper. Yeah, I mean, electricity, yeah, technically. But, I didn't even run the heat out in the garage. I just threw a coat on and said, hey, fine enough for me. So, yeah, I mean, really, you know, the cost was extremely low for something that will hopefully serve me for a long time. And in the future, that 2x4 might actually be used for at least one more possible handle that I know of around here, and you know, there's probably at least 2 handles in it. So yeah, that's where we'll leave it. If you do this yourself, be safe, have fun, and hey, you've got a little bit of insight now. So see you in the next one.